My name is Matt. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a Roubo style workbench. Commonly, this is about half of it and there's a slit down the middle, and in between these two pieces is what's called a gap stop. And that's pretty handy because you can put all your pointed instruments, chisels, files, and screwdrivers, anything like that, right in this gap stop. Traditionally, it actually rose up about a half of an inch so that you can stop the workpiece as you're planing. You can plane right up against this gap stop, which is why it's called a gap stop. Anyways, I'm going to make one on here. I'm going to make it so that I can actually modify it in the future in case I ever get a bigger workshop than this, so I can double the width of this workbench here. But this is simple, it's easy. This is made out of cedar strips that come on for roofing. They hold up the concrete roof tiles. So I had some lying around and I made it out of that. So let's get to it. To make this gap stop, it's essential to have three different layers. You have an inside and an outside piece, and then you have spacers to separate the inside and the outside piece. And commonly, they are the same width. So what I started out with is a 3/4 inch piece of this roofing material. Instead of, I didn't want the gap to be that big, I wanted to keep it about 1.5 inches overall. And so I planed it down. I planed down about 1/4 inch off of each one of these strips. A lot of this work could be saved if I would have just bought smaller stock, but I had this, it's free, it matches my worktop, and so I decided it was a pretty good option to do it. So I continued planing and planing and planing until I got it down to the proper thickness. That ended up being a good thing because in a future video I make wooden rings out of the shavings. For the record, this is about the 4th time I swept all these shavings. I got these planed down to about the right thickness, which is right around 5/8 of an inch. I wanted it to stick out just past this other portion of the bench. The gap stop will go at the back of the bench up against the wall right here. So when it's done, I want it to be able to fur out the bench just a hair past this other spot. Obviously, I could have used a circular saw or a chop saw to do this, but sometimes it just feels good to do it the old-fashioned way. Because I only have half of a workbench, I needed to secure this with screws so that it didn't get pushed off the back of my workbench. Later, I can pull that off after I build the other half and make it so the gap stop just sits in the groove between the two halves of the workbench. I ended up gluing this thing vertical because I wanted a big challenge. Now, because my planing's not exactly perfect, so I did this so it would follow a straight line in relation to the bench and not go up and down, so later when I put it in, it wouldn't look stupid. I was able to clamp everything down, and then after it sat for a few hours, I pulled the clamps, put a subtle chamfer on all the edges so it wouldn't chip off or give me splinters or anything, and put some boiled linseed on to treat it so it matches the rest of the bench top. There you have it. There you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And if you didn't, sorry. What the hell do you want from me? This next one is going to be on this leg vise. I got to restain it because it looks stupid. It doesn't match this. So that'll be coming up. I got these rings, these wood rings hanging. So I'll post that video as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. If you could teach me something, please put it in the comments and I'll read your comment. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to delete it anyways. But thanks for watching.